Alright guys, so if you remember previously on the engineer boy, we have already solved the first 4 questions from the Associate Engineers Annual Examination 2023. Okay, now in this video, we'll be just solving the following 3 questions. Alright, so let's just move ahead without wasting time. And as you can see, the question number 5, that is actually the inner diameter of a circular building, that is 51 meter. Okay, so as you can see, some things are given. It is a circular building and the inner diameter is 51 meter. The thickness of the wall is 2 meter. That's so simple. What is the area occupied by the wall? Actually, the area occupied by the wall can be actually this red area. Okay, so this is the actually requirement, and this is what we are asked. Okay, so let's just solve it. Okay, remember, in the solution, the red area can be the external circle area, and we will subtract the internal circle so we can get the red area. So simple. It's quite simple. Okay, now remember, the external circle area can be pi d square, that is actually the capital D, because for the internal diameter I have already used small d. So this time, as you can see in the diagram, capital D is 55. Okay, because 51 plus 2 times the wall's thickness, which is 2 meter and 2 meter, that's becoming actually 55. Okay, so the pi d square divided by 4 minus pi small d square divided by 4. You can also take actually pi by 4 is common from the same formula, so we can get this thing. Now plug and check in the given formula or equation, anything you call it, does not matter. Pi equals capital D, that is 55 square minus 51, which is small d, divided by 4. We can get the red area equals 333 square meter. So simple. We are scoring very well. Okay, now moving ahead to another question, that is question number 6. The surface area of the round table. That means we have a round table or circular table, that is 38.50 square centimeter. The area is given. Okay, the surface area. Now what we are asked to determine is actually the radius of the table. Okay, radius is actually the half of diameter, or you can say the distance from the center to the circumference, sometimes known by the perimeter, does not matter. Okay, all right, so moving ahead to the solution. And in the solution, remember, area of a circle is, this is a circular table, so we are going to take the area of the circle, which is actually pi r square. You can also take pi d square divided by 4, then you're going to determine d. Okay, and then split that, or you can say divide that by 2, so you can get the r, right? Okay, as you can see, we are going to determine r. That means we will be using pi r square. Okay, remember, area is given 38.50 square centimeter. Okay, and equals pi r square. So simple. Now as you can see, we need r square, or you can say r. We don't need pi over there. Okay, so we will divide both sides by pi, and pi actually cross each other, so we can get r square, which is 38.50 divided by pi. Okay, now just taking square root to both sides, just to remove that square thing. Okay, square from the r, so we can get actually r equals 3.5. Okay, that's so simple. Pretty amazing. Another question, that is actually question number 7. Okay, this one is a little bit tricky because it is going to be an irregular figure by trapezoidal rule. Okay, remember, trapezoidal rule is so amazing thing. Okay, and according to that, actually area of any irregular shape can be the interval and then the summation of ends coordinates, average, you can say, and then we will add the remaining you can say ordinates. Okay, I just used coordinate, does not matter, that's actually ordinate, or you can say vertical distances from the baseline. And let me just draw the diagram. If I'm not wrong, the diagram can be like that. As you can see, we have some ordinates, and if you draw the diagram, okay, in your paper, you will score better. Okay, I just promise you will score better. Okay, you will get more marks. Okay, now as you can see, I'll be just putting values in the equation, like area equals the interval that is known, which is actually 7 centimeter, and the sum of ends coordinates, okay, not coordinates, those are ordinates, okay, which is 20 and 40, okay, these are ends. Okay, we will take its average, which means divide by 2 and plus the sum of the remaining, like 23, 23, 32, 34, 37. Okay, these are the remaining guys. Like 20 plus 40, that is 60 actually, and we will divide that by 2, which is actually 30, and the remaining are actually 154. Okay, now 30 plus 154, that is actually 184, and multiply that with 7, you're gonna get 1288 square centimeter as area. So these were 3 questions in this episode, and we will move ahead to actually solve the remaining question in the next video. Okay, so wait for that. See you on the engineer boy.